Welcome to G5 Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button as you come on in. Big shout out to the sponsors of the channel, my boy Fast Classic and my boy Matt. All their information is in the description box, and please follow your boy on Instagram at BoxWithG5 Jeff TV. That's BOXWIT G5 Jeff TV. Now, Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be going up against Matt Korobov, and it's going to be on a Charlo versus Dennis Hogan card on December 7th, 2019, Barclays Center, New York City. People are sleeping on this card. I think this card is shaping up to be nice. A hardcore fan type card. And these are the type of cards that I like. Like, every card can be a superstar card or star-studded. And I like this card, December 7th. I'm debating on whether I want to try to get credentials for this fight. But this is a good fight for both guys. This is a good fight for Chris Eubank Jr., and this is a good fight for Matt Korobov. I like for guys like Matt Korobov to get opportunities because just in boxing, the cards are stacked against them. You know, like, they don't have no appeal in terms of outside of the boxing public. Like, you know, they're not superstars, but you know they're good fighters. You know what I'm saying? So you like to see guys like Matt Korobov get an opportunity like this. And Matt Korobov has had other opportunities in the past. And Matt Korobov is a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Chris Eubank Jr., I think this is the perfect time for him to take a Matt Korobov fight. For him to have a fight in the United States, that's always good because you want to be a crossover star. And in order to be a crossover star, you got to do an AI and cross over. You know what I'm saying? Got to cross over into the U.S. market. So that's good for Chris Eubank Jr. And nothing would have prepared him for a Matt Korobov fight more than a James Chunky DeGale fight. I'm not saying that James Chunky DeGale and Matt Korobov is the same type southpaw. They're not the same type southpaw. What I mean by that is James Chunky DeGale and Matt Korobov are southpaws, period. And Chris Eubank Jr.'s last fight was against a southpaw. So when he's going into training camp and sparring and things like that, he's fighting southpaws to get prepared for this fight like he was fighting southpaws to prepare for the last fight. So it's an easier transition for Chris Eubank Jr. to go from one southpaw to another southpaw versus his last 4 or 5 opponents was orthodox fighters, and now he got to fight a southpaw. So this is great timing for Chris Eubank Jr. I don't like the amount of time that it took to get him back into the ring. I think a guy like Chris Eubank Jr., he needs to fight 3-4 times a year because he needs to be active and perfect his craft. I think Chris Eubank Jr. is making a turn in his career simply because when he first came out, you know, he had a trainer, but he really didn't have a trainer. His dad was in the corner, you know, just in between rounds, just looking at him like he was the greatest sculpted human being in the world. And Chris Eubank Jr. came out and said that he don't listen to his trainer. You know, nobody, you know, can give him insight that, you know, that was never in the ring and things like that. Like, basically, he didn't need no trainer. Like, that's basically what he was saying. And it got him losses. It got him losses in his career. And I think the losses that he got was simply because he didn't go about things the right way as far as his trainer. Your trainer can guide you through a fight if you're physically able to carry out what your trainer is telling you. And I think against James Chunky DeGale, I think that was the first time he actually listened to his trainer and he followed the game plan. And it was no bullshit. And he went out there and took care of business. And that was the best I've seen Chris Eubank Jr. against that level of competition. And I was happy to see it because I think he can be special if he just listens and he works on his craft. I think he can really be special. But this is a really good time for Chris Eubank Jr. to crack the U.S. market. If he gets a title shot against Jamal Charlo, if he gets past Matt Korobov, that's not going to be an easy fight. I give him a legitimate shot against Jamal Charlo. Now, Chris Eubank Jr., the reason why I like his style against Matt Korobov is because against a guy like Matt Korobov, his southpaw style is really basic. It's basic and it's technical. And sometimes when you're facing a southpaw that's basic and technical, sometimes you have to use your athleticism to create opportunities. And the main thing for Chris Eubank Jr., he's going to have to win a battle with the feet before he start punching. And a lot of times you can win a battle with the feet if you're athletic. You can make one move, you can make a pivot, you could throw a feint and then get your foot on the outside of your opponent's foot and then start throwing. Chris Eubank Jr. has the athleticism to create openings to land some really good shots against Matt Korobov. And the reason I know this is because Jamal Charlo ended up doing the same thing. It just took him a lot later in the fight to actually do it, where he had to actually move his feet a little bit to win the battle with the footwork before he started punching. So this is a really good matchup. People sleeping on this matchup. People aren't even talking about this matchup. But this is my type of fight. This is my type of fight for sure. Big shout out to Chris Eubank Jr. Big shout out to Matt Korobov. And we're going to see how this plays out. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.